Good morning, Nigeria. Good morning, world. And a very special good morning to the people of Ocean State as well. You get to know why I'm greeting them very specially. By the way, you're welcome to Morning Spring today here on Western Spring Television, broadcasting live, loudly, crisply clear on channel 190 on StarTimes TTT and also on our various social media handles and channels. Thank you for staying with us today, Tuesday, 27th day of the month of August, year 2024, is very, very special, especially for the people of the state of the Living Spring, Ocean State, as today marks the 33rd anniversary of the creation of the state. 33rd, 33, that's quite, an iconic, if you permit me to use that word, year created 1991, and today is August 27, 2024. You just listened to and watched, rather, the broadcast of His Excellency, the Governor of the state, Ademola Adeleke, speaking on a range of things. But, on the program, we look into critical issues, speaking about everything, frank conversations about the betterment of our dear nation, Nigeria, sometimes beyond the shores of this nation, and sometimes we speak to the subnationals, of which these state, Ocean State, is one of them, having his anniversary today. Again, Femi Ojo is my name, and I welcome you to this program today. Tomilola, good morning.
Good morning, Femi. How are you doing
Yeah,
this
very
morning?
well, very well.
And happy anniversary
Thank
to
you.
all of us.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, irrespective
Anniversary
of
to
your
you too.
tribe, as long as you live in Oshobo, Osun State, you are a citizen or you're a resident or you are believed to be a person of Osun State. Okay, good morning. Welcome to Morning Spring. And my
Yeah.
name is Tomilola Daniel. We hope, or I hope that you had a wonderful night rest, and I hope your day is panning out the way you planned already. Remember, you have to keep it locked on this dial because we're about to inform you, educate you, and also, yes, in some ways entertain you regarding what's happening around the country. And yes, Femi, over to you.
Yeah, very well. She spoke about, in as much you're a resident here, you are part of the status, whether you live in Oshobo, or you live in Okini, or you live in Ifeodon,
Or maybe business brought you here, anything at all.
or you live in Ilesha, or you live in Ileife, any part
any
of
part.
the state. Happy anniversary to every resident of this particular state. Very quickly, we look at the headlines very briefly. We have our headlines to you, just give it to you, really it out, and then we get talking. There is a lot to really talk about today, especially about the state of the Living Spring, 1991 to 2024.
It's been a long time
Yeah,
coming.
it is, and so we'll be looking into that. How has it been? The vision of the founding fathers of the state, is it what he envisaged that the state is living now? Is a true state living the dreams or the reality? Very, very quickly, we take a short break. When we come back, we look at the headlines. Stay with that. I will start in the headline segment, with The Guardian. The Guardian newspaper, Tinubu hints at economic recovery amid inflation and deficit concerns. It is a lot. You look at the statistics given by The Guardian newspaper, largest economies of the world. We have the US, $28.8 trillion worth of economy, followed by China, $18.5 trillion, and then Germany, $4.6 trillion, and on because of time. And of course, based on IMF's estimate, Nigeria's GDP in US dollars declined from $477 billion in 2022 to $375 billion in 2023. It is estimated to drop to $253 billion in 2024. Talking about the GDP, with continued devaluation of the local currency, Nigeria's GDP may drop below the estimate as well, but then it is what it is. This is one of the stats that doesn't really make one happy, but then we should really take care of what we have to do, economically speaking. Just below that, Falana rallies NBA against illegal arrest. and detention by police and others. That is one menace that is becoming, or that has become unbecoming, especially journalists that take on investigative journalism, investigative duties, and many of them, because of the kind of work they do, they ruffle feathers, and they have been in the wrong hands of the police recently. Let me say security operatives, as we have seen recently, and then the lunatic is calling, for MBA to please rein in and stand up and be counted. At this time, opposition working for Tinubu's second term, Lukman alleges. That's quite a very strong point there. Police arrest 97 suspects over Abuja attack. Kuriwa urges prosecution. That's it. That's it. When you have reasons why you could arrest and you have reasons why those people are culpable, present them to the court, let them have their day, not just to detain them perpetually. Ocean confirms monkeypox. Activate emergency response. NARD begins warning strike, demands immediate rescue of kidnapped member. AMCON enlists international tracers to recover 5 trillion naira asset from debtors, and massive drop in enrollment threatens existence of Unity School. That again, massive drop in enrollment threatens existence of Unity schools. As one of the things, one of the policies of the government of the past that we are still seeing right now, and it is being threatened. And finally, IPOP threatens violence, alleges ethnic cleansing in Imo. Whatever that means, it should not be taken lightly. That is what we have on the front page of The Guardian for today.
Moving to the Nigerian Tribune for this morning, Appeal Court reaffirms Igodalo as Edo PDP governorship candidate. Tinubu removes Bichi, appoint Ajayi as new DSS Director General. The Patriot steps up move for new Nigeria constitutions. And remember, it was in the news. We treated this issue a few days ago regarding the new constitution, if that is the way forward for Nigeria. But the Patriots are still not backing down regarding this. They set up 17-man advocacy committee and Killer Heads team. Let's see how this pans out for them. Resident doctors begin 7-day strike. Okay. Police arrest 11 as masked men in NDLEA military uniform hijack multi-million naira tramadol in Lagos. A resident of Plateau, Zamfara, Niger mining communities live in fear over constant bandit attacks. And still on the Nigerian Tribune for this morning, AMCOM intensifies recovery effort and leads international asset tracers. Amotekun has come to stay in Ondo State, that is coming from Ayedatiwa. And to the business scene, Nigeria's GDP grows by 3.19% amidst oil production drop in the second quarter of 2024. That is coming from NBS. And lastly, on the Nigerian Tribune for this morning, Nigeria's divestment with Owando, Mobile, Eni Agib, others in accordance with PRA. And that is coming from NUPRC. And that's all on the Nigerian Tribune for this morning.
And I'll be taking it up again from the front page of the Daily Trust. The Daily Trust for today, 21 states seek 1.65 trillion naira loans despite 40% rise in FAC revenue. With riders 7.6 trillion naira released to states and local governments in 1 year, 20% of June allocation enough to build 320 PHCs. Experts urge accountability. That's one thing, accountability and probity. And there is a statistics of what states and local government areas received as FAC allocation in post-subsidy era. You will have to be interested in these. You can just pick up a copy of this paper. Moving on, youths angry. There will be trouble if we don't act. That is coming from Obasanjo. Youths angry. There will be trouble if we don't act. Former President Obasanjo is saying that, and Tinubu replaces the DSS and NIA DGs. The intelligence community in Nigeria, has just gotten, new leadership. We hope it turns out to be a new leaf, and improvement in the way things are being done in Nigeria. Talking about intelligence needed for our security and, of course, vis-a-vis our economic growth. And clash, IGP orders manhunt for Shiite sponsors as 97 is arrested. And GDP grows by 3.19% in quarter two. I think that's a good news. Sounds like one, because when you have growth being mentioned in these particular guys, is something to cheer about. But then, how does this translate to prosperity for the people? We're hearing that there is a growth right now. Is it being reflected in the well-being of the people of the nation? That's another question. Top strip, MRA condemns incessant harassment of journalists by police. This is one too many, especially as we've seen in recent times, especially under democratic, government. This kind of harassment that we are seeing right now. And Borno, Yobe, Adamawa, children battling malnutrition, escalation. That's coming from UNICEF. That's no good news. And bandits abduct 7 farmers in Kaduna, demand 2 million naira ransom. Bandits abduct 7 farmers in Kaduna, and they are demanding 2 million naira ransom from farmers in Kaduna. 7 of them. This is one. Was it yesterday or 2 days ago? The IGP talked about the retrieval, of the medical students who were kidnapped, 20 of them, and some other people. How it was fire for fire in the forest, and in the same vein, just on the same day, we are reporting another kidnap cases, and not do this morning again the same thing we are reporting. So it doesn't look like we are making progress, and whatever needs to be done needs to be done. 2 million naira to be paid by farmers in Kaduna State. You wonder how would they be able to do that? But it's a conversation that we have to keep having. That will be all on the front page of the Daily Trust.
Moving to the Vanguard newspaper, outrage as federal government pegs age for writing a WAEC at 18 years. And some riders, it will draw back education that is coming from NUT, and that is the National Union of Teachers. We will go into court, that is coming from parent. We will respond later, WAEC says. We want meeting of stakeholders. CONUA says, why are parents rushing their children? And that is coming from us. So there's been a lot of criticisms regarding this new development. And then Jam is saying that this is not new. It has always been a thing, but now they are trying to implement this the right ways. But this is just will happen 2025. So if you feel that you will be affected, you registered for your JAM already. If you feel that you'll be affected, don't worry. It's still 2025. And then, yes, a lot of parents have reservations regarding this issue. When you have kids who you feel are qualified to be in high institutions, but because of some age reasons, they will be left behind. But let's see how this pans out between the federal government, ASU, JAMB, and also the parent. Moving on from that, Global Union, others decry worsening rights abuse in Nigeria. AMCON and Lease International accept tracers to recover 5 trillion naira debt. 5 trillion naira debt. Nigeria records 166,000 BPD below budget benchmark. And that is the report. Tinubu appoint Mohammed as DG, NRA Ajayi as the new DG. And still on the Vanguard newspaper, separate office of AGF from AGFG. That is coming from the PDP governors. Floods, Q49 in Jigawa, Adamawa, Taraba displaced thousands. And lastly, on the Vanguard newspaper, we will implement state police, says Ondo Rivers Jigawa governors. And that's all on the Vanguard newspaper.
All right, from the Vanguard, moving to the Nation newspaper. And Tinubu, GDP surge points to an economy on right path. Tinubu, GDP surge points to an economy on right path. And riders, MBS links growth to industry and services sectors. And I made 7 million naira in 1 year growing tomatoes. Interesting one there. I made 7 million naira in 1 year growing tomatoes. This is a testimony, possibly from a farmer. 7 million naira in a year. And the presidency is saying GDP surge point to an economy on right path. And away from that, 97 held for killing of two policemen in Abuja attack. You remember the ugly incident that happened, during the procession of the proscribed Shiite movement, against the police. It was supposed to be a procession, but then fisticuffs happened and it turned bloody and fatal, where men of the Nigerian police lost two officers, and it's very, very saddening. Accelerated stabilization, advancement, economic plan takes off, and with a rider initiative to boost economic development. And top strip, um, under 18 pupils barred from writing WAEC and NECO exams. So it's not even about the jam. You have to write your SSC before you do the jam right now. So it's not just about the jam below. It's about the NSC, NECO, and the WAEC, the SSC examinations. And why Southeast students are yet to benefit from federal government loan. Why? And this one, Ajari replaces Bichi as DSS DG. Mohammed takes over at NIA. Nigeria's first individual Olympic medalist, Mayegun, dies at 83. Such an icon, the first medalist, individual medalist, in an Olympic medalist, had died at the age of 83. And finally, Edo 2024 appeal court affirms Igodalo as PDP candidate. Enigi or Hen back APC standard bearer, Okwebolo, and Obasaki's wife launches party's women's campaign. And lastly, Sherman calls for withdrawal of illegal arms. That is all that we can take on this session for today, especially having rounded it off with the front page of the nation. And we take a break right now. When we come back, we speak, about the progress. It is the 33rd anniversary of the creation of the state of the living spring. How has it been? Pre-creation, and now that we are here, the founding fathers, their dreams. We will look into that. Please stay with us.